there seems to be a very big problem in ODM. I think it is either Raila is losing grip of ODM, or the game that Raila is playing is top notch. I think I can only conclude those two things. There seems to be a very, very, very big problem in ODM, which I can only put it into two categories. Either ODM is disintegrating and falling apart, or Raila is playing a game that even Ruto and the people in they don't understand what Raila intends to achieve at the end of the day. Why am I saying that? Edwin Sifuna made a statement in Parliament that for anyone who is a critical analyst will ask himself very fundamental questions. But before I go into the details, if you are new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Nyinyi ndo mnafanya hii platform ina grow. And for those people who have been sending something on the till number down there, thank you so much. Now back to my video. I have said that ODM is either ODM is disintegrating from within, or either Raila is playing a game that even the people who are political pundits, people who have been in political game for a long time, they don't understand what Raila is trying to achieve. Because things are not adding up, and things are becoming more murkier as time goes by. I want you to listen to this statement by Sifuna, who is the Secretary General of ODM. I want you to listen to this statement, and then we'll come back and then we'll do our analysis kama kawaida. So listen to this statement.
Speaker, let me first begin by saying this thing called broad-based, I don't know where it exists. Personally, I don't recognize any entity called called broad-based. There is a government of Kenya Kwanza under the leadership of President William Ruto. Every cabinet secretary who serves in that government serves the Kenya Kwanza government. And I want to join what Senator Khalwale has said. Some of these individuals who joined government recently think they are there to represent their ethnic communities. That every time a cabinet secretary stands up, he tells you how much the Ministry of Energy has allocated to power projects in Nyanza. So the rest of us lawyers are sitting there wondering, Allah, so who is going to speak about the projects in Bungoma? Who is going to speak about the projects? Honorable Speaker, I have said on this floor that as a Senate, as a Parliament, it is the responsibility of all of us, irrespective of our political parties, to oversight the national governments and the county governments. Honorable Speaker, if there is a problem with a CS, that CS must account to Parliament as an institution, not even to their political parties or this thing monster they are calling broad-based. It doesn't exist in my view. So, Honorable Speaker, yesterday, I saw at night, just before the game between Inter Milan and Barcelona began, I saw the CS of Treasury on Citizen TV. He has time to appear before Citizen TV, but he has no time to appear before this House. I refused to watch that interview and switch to the football match because I was expecting him here. The conversations that are important to me from that CS are the ones that happen here. Speaker, we have said, when I used to be in the SBC, that the CSs must write in good time to tell the House that they will not be showing up. If a CS insists on writing on the day before, that is absolute contempt, and they must be called out. Honorable Khalwale, trust me, for as long as I remain the Senator of Nairobi, for as long as I remain a Senator in this House, and the oath that I took there on the first day that I came to this House, there is not going to be a minister that we are going to protect or babysit or cover up. It doesn't matter whether they come from ODM or from wherever. They are there to serve the public, and we will call them out, Honorable Speaker, as we have always done. So, Honorable John Badi, I will call him by his name, must know that as a House we are unhappy that he has time to attend rallies where he explains how much money Luos are going to get from this government, and he has time to go to Citizen TV to tell us lies about economic growth. When you read the newspapers today, data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, Honorable Speaker, is saying that the economy has done the worst since COVID, that we have lost jobs, that salaries and wages have shrunk because of the taxation that has been imposed by this government. Then you go on Citizen pontificating there about the work that you are doing. Honorable Speaker, we will call out these cabinet secretaries without fear. Mimi siogopi mtu. We will say these things publicly because that is what we swore to do. Honorable Speaker, that CS. In fact, you need to confirm to this House if since he was sworn in as CS, he has ever appeared here. I have never seen him here.
Na tunaambia chama cha ODM, wacha sasa confuse wananchi. You are either in government or you are in opposition. Hakuna katikati. Imefika wakati wananchi wameamua wanaenda. Na wakienda bila mwongozo wataenda na waende kabisa. Kisi, mnaona Kisi ambayo imekuwa ngome ya ODM si mmeona? Ukambani ambayo ilisoma na baba Wakikuyu Central ambao walisoma na William Ruto mtatoa wapi kura?
I believe you've listened to that statement, and you can clearly see and hear Edwin Sifuna saying that there is nothing like broad-based. This broad-based thing is nonsense, and is attacking the ministers. Is attacking CS Mbadi and some ministers who are apparently ministers from the Nyanza region. Why would Sifuna reach that level whereby, because you can see how he's speaking with a lot of anger in him. And this is the Secretary General of ODM. So where is the confusion coming from? The confusion is coming home from this point. Raila donated some of his perceived experts, which for me I don't see any expert hapo. Raila donated these people to the government. These were strong members. These were officials of ODM. If you remember, Mbadi was the chairman of ODM party. Wandai was a member, yes, but Joho was a deputy party leader. Oparanya was a deputy party leader. Raila donated these people to William Ruto. Raila himself has said time and again that they are not in the government, they are still in the opposition. Why would a party, after signing whatever they sign, which nani alikuwa, who was it? Sifuna was part of that signing. That broad-based agreement that now Sifuna says there is nothing like broad-based. Why would Raila people, like someone like Sifuna, who holds a very senior position in the party organ, why would he come out to call out these ministers and to call out this broad-based thing and remind people that there is nothing like broad-based? Yet at the same time, we can see Raila going and meeting Uhuru, meeting Ruto, even amidst all this chaos. What is Raila trying to achieve? Because you remember, just a few days ago, Orengo was so hard attacking the broad-based thing and saying there's nothing like that, and attacking those MPs who are singing praises to Ruto, those ODM MPs. And when things were and they started threatening him with impeachment, with so many other things, what did Raila do? Raila came out and defended James Orengo and said James Orengo is within his right to say whatever he's saying. So what is really happening? Because we all know that you can't have your cake and eat it. But it seems Raila still wants to have his cake and still wants to eat it. What is really happening with Raila? I can only conclude two things. When Raila joined this government, he never anticipated the rejection and the issues and the noise that will come out of it. Raila never anticipated that. So the moment Raila joined this government after the Gen Z protest and the handshake and everything and all the things, since he never anticipated that, he was caught unaware, because he thought that he was going to go to the government and the people who support him, religiously support him, are going to follow suit without complaining. But it seems that the moment he joined the government, people started coming out. People started revolting, and that's why you can see people like Caleb Amisi, who is a member of ODM, calling out Gladys Wanga openly. As you can see in that video. So Raila, after aliingia pale, akarealize, oh, nimeingia hapa but Kenyans hawapendi hii story. Na Kenyans wamekataa kubai hii story. He couldn't just leave. He couldn't, angetoka tu. So what did he do? He went there in his party na akasema he has put the party into two positions. There are those ones who are singing praises for the government. But look at the people who are singing praises for the government in ODM. These are people who are politically insignificant. People like Kina Kaluma, people like these are people who are politically insignificant in terms of they cannot make any serious decision in the party organ. They are just members of ODM. Those are the people that are singing praises for Nini, for the party organ. Even people like Junet, these are not people that are really strong in ODM, that they can make vital decisions. So these are the people that are singing praises to the president and broad-based and everything. And then we have another part, people who are vital to Raila, people who are very important to Raila, people who Raila respects and Raila listens, can sit down and listen to them. People like Akina James Orengo, Akina Anyang' Nyong'o, and people like Akina Sifuna, by the virtue of his position as the SG of ODM. These people now are on the other side. They are not speaking praises to anybody. They are only giving allegiance to Raila, and that's all. So this is a thing that I think Raila designed later after he realized that, hey, Kenyans are not buying this thing. And he realized that if he continued to stick here continuously, he's going to lose very vital voting ground, a support base that he has always enjoyed, and that is the Western vote. Raila doesn't want to risk the Western vote for anything, because this is the only region that supports Raila besides Nyanza, that can support him like vizuri. So he has done that move deliberately by placing people in the government, people who support the government and people who support outside the government. Because you can also see, even from him, he's also breathing hot and cold. In a public gathering, he says he's not in the government. They're still opposition, they're still putting government in check. And then later you see him meeting Ruto, they're laughing, they're shaking hands, and everything. So he's also, pia anacheza hivi. So why is he doing this? He's doing this deliberately because when things will go, if he's looking for, like, he has realized that this thing is not working and Kenyans are not buying this thing. So it's either he's looking for an exit plan. And that exit plan can only mean one thing, that he can leave ODM, that he can leave the government by after piling a lot of pressure and showing Kenyans that even this union that we created with Nini is not working. This person, huyu mtu huwezi msaidia. Huyu mtu, it's someone that you cannot redeem his image. His image is beyond repair. And then he will use that to leave. But as he leaves, what is he trying to do? He's trying to buy time by having members of parliament who will still make the president think that ODM is still with them. So he's still buying time. And why is he buying time? We don't know. That is a mystery. We still don't know why Raila is buying time by staying with William Ruto. We don't know what he intends to achieve. But the truth of the matter is that Raila has learned that Kenyans are not with him in that broad-based thing, and now he's seeking a way out. Aya, let's come to another reason. Why did Raila send Mbadi, Oparanya, and Joho to this government? These guys are not like expert. They are not. Even this year's Mbadi, you can see the confusion in him. The guy is totally trying to fit in a box that clearly is larger than him. He understands issues finance, but he's not an expert to that level whereby he fully understands what he's doing. You can see the confusion in him. Unless wewe uoni, mimi when someone speak and it feels like, it feels na anaongea and feel like he's not so much, you know, you can have an idea in something but you are not so good at it. You can have an idea in doing something but you are not a complete, like an expert in it. But back to my point, why did Raila push these people to the government? Remember, Joho had done his 2 terms. He had nowhere to go. He can only go up. Wandai pia had done his 2 terms. Not Wandai, sorry. Oparanya pia had done his 2 terms. He can only go up. Mbadi was the chairman of ODM until he came through the parliament through nomination this time round. He wanted to be the governor of where now Gladys Wanga is the governor. So Raila he knew very well if these people stayed without any meaningful thing to do, ni yeye ndo atamsumbua. They are going to start creating chaos in ODM because there's nothing else they can do, but they cannot retire from politics. What will they do again? There's nothing else they can do. But they will still want to be heard. So what did Raila do? Raila said, wacha nichukua watu niwarushe kwa serikali, watoke kwa ODM wanipatie space, so that I don't remain with anyone mwenye anaweza ni challenge as the party leader. So he took the 2 deputy party leaders akawapeleka kwa serikali, wakapatio nini. And you can see right now, you can see how Oparanya is quiet. Oparanya amenyamaza, he rarely speaks. Same to Joho. Raila wanted to do away with these 2 people and Mbadi at the same time, because Raila doesn't see Mbadi going beyond whatever he want. So he akamrusha hapo, and apparently it's alleged that Wanga is the relative to Raila. So that was to create space for Wanga. For Wanga pia aende another 2 term without Mbadi kusumbua watu na nini. So these things were orchestrated. Raila orchestrated them clearly because he could see them, and alikuwa anaona he wanted an opportunity whereby watu wasimsumbue, because wangemsumbua, imagine someone like Joho having no portfolio, like sasa, like he cannot go for a governorship again, he can only go for a president, and he's a deputy party leader in ODM. These are the people who could have started creating chaos in ODM, and Raila didn't want that, so amewarusha huko. So they call it they will carry Ruto's cross. Makosa zote za Ruto and everything hao ndo watabeba in shida yao. So there's something happening in ODM, and it is still too early to understand what is really happening, because there seems to be very, very clear division in ODM. And someone said a while back, Gachagua said that in the intention of Ruto was to divide ODM and to disintegrate ODM once Raila ameenda AU. Raila didn't go, so Raila is here. So I really don't think that Ruto is achieving anything by disintegrating ODM, because I don't see he's in control of ODM, because hata UDA yenyewe imemshinda. So he cannot split ODM as at now. Raila is still 100% in charge, but Raila is doing whatever he's doing calculatively. Anyway guys, what do you think about all this? For me, the math is not mathing for Raila. I really don't understand what he intends to achieve, but I know that he's the mastermind of all this division in ODM, and he's doing it deliberately. So guys, share your opinion in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the whole thing, but above it all, remain respectful. Do not insult anyone. Just share your opinion. Be very, very objective at it. We want to create a safe space whereby anyone can come and discuss politics. So do that. Until next time, bye.
Africa.